So let's talk about AI. Is it a threat to your career or is it a massive opportunity? The honest answer? It's kind of both. The entire professional world is shifting under our feet, and figuring out that change is the absolute key to navigating it. We're about to break down exactly what this AI shift means for you.
And let's just kick things off with this from Solutions Review. The old rules, how you change jobs, how you grow, how you stay relevant. Yeah, they just don't really work the same way anymore. This really frames just how big of a deal this moment is.
And, there's no secret as to why. The single biggest reason for this massive change is artificial intelligence. It's not just another new app or tool, it's a complete rewiring of how work gets done and how value gets created.
So what does this shakeup actually look like on the ground? This isn't some far-off prediction. This is the new reality hitting the workforce right now.
Let's look at a real-world example. Ingram Micro, a huge tech distributor. They're restructuring to boost efficiency using AI, and that one decision directly impacts about 850 jobs. This is the AI shakeup happening in real time, and it just goes to show how fast things can change. But, job cuts, that's really only one part of the picture. The much bigger story here is integration. AI isn't just taking away tasks, it's being woven into the very fabric of how companies run.
And this is popping up literally everywhere. In retail, AI is creating those personalized shopping experiences. In logistics, it's optimizing those incredibly complex global supply chains. It's even getting into the super nitty-gritty stuff, like managing software licenses to save money. From sales to the supply chain, AI is becoming a standard tool of the trade.
And the scale of this, wow, it's pretty staggering. Just think about this. 80% of retail leaders have already brought AI into their business. And it's not just retail. We're talking 3/4 of all organizations are using it for at least one thing. This isn't some experiment anymore. The AI-powered workplace isn't on the horizon. We are right in the middle of it. Okay, so if AI is handling more and more tasks, what's left for us? Well, this is where it gets really interesting. This is the other side of the coin, the opportunity. Because for every old process that gets automated, completely new types of high-value jobs are being created. And we're not talking about entry-level gigs here. Look at these roles. A director of intelligent automation? That person is leading massive AI projects across the entire company. A smart supply chain manager is using AI to predict global logistics. These are big, strategic, high-paying jobs that literally exist because of AI.
Okay, let's just park on that number for a second. $210,000. That's the top end for a job that, let's be honest, you probably hadn't even heard of a few years ago. It just shows the incredible market value being put on people who can connect AI technology to real business strategy. And hey, that's not just a fluke. Look at this, $180,000. That's the kind of salary we're seeing for AI-driven strategists and supply chain wizards. The market is screaming a very clear message. If you can make AI create business value, you are going to be rewarded for it. Big time. This is so important. The whole AI is here to replace us story. It's just not the full picture. Check out this stat. It's wild. More than 2/3 of sales teams that started using AI didn't fire people. They actually hired more. Why? Because AI makes them better, more efficient, so they can expand their reach and they need more people to handle that growth. Okay, so we get it. There's risk, but there's also huge opportunity. So the big question is, what do you do about it? How do you actually prepare? What skills do you need in your toolkit for this new AI world? It really comes down to 3 key things you need to master. First up, prompt engineering, which is basically learning how to have a good conversation with an AI. Second, risk recognition. You gotta know where AI can trip up. And third, and this one's huge, deep domain knowledge. Because an AI without an expert to guide it is just a calculator with a fancy vocabulary.
So what exactly is prompt engineering? Don't worry, it's not about writing code. It's all about giving the AI crystal clear instructions. Think of it like this. You wouldn't tell an assistant, get me a report. You'd say, get me a 5-page market analysis for the Q3 board meeting focusing on consumer trends in Europe, right? It's that same level of specific direction that gets you amazing results from AI.
And this all leads to what we call the hybrid skill set. The future isn't just about the hard tech skills like knowing Python. I mean, those are great, but they change, and AI might even do them for us one day.
The real power is when you combine those with what we call durable skills, the stuff AI just can't do. Things like genuine human connection, real strategic problem solving, building trust. These human skills, they're becoming your most valuable professional asset, hands down.
All right, so how do we wrap all this up into a strategy? How do you actually plan your next career move? You're going to need a completely new playbook, one that's designed for right now.
And here's a really cool play from that new book, The Professional Mesh Group. Now, this isn't your typical networking happy hour. Think of it as your personal, hand-picked team of experts from totally different fields. Imagine a data scientist, a marketing guru, and a change management expert all working together, sharing insights and figuring out this AI world together. And this slide just lays it out so clearly. The old way, you were the isolated expert. Your value was tied up in what you knew in your little silo. The new way, you're a mesh collaborator. Your value comes from connecting your expertise with others to create something new. You're not just reacting to the market, you're predicting it with your collective brainpower.
And that brings us right here to the last and maybe the most important question for your career. The AI era isn't coming, it's here. The old playbook of trying to be the lone genius is officially obsolete. So the biggest question you should be asking yourself isn't just what new skills should I learn, it's who should I be learning it with? So take a second and think about it. Who is in your mesh group?